Hey, Lock and Crawl here. The other day I was driving down the highway and I hit something on the road and it had a direct shot to my winch. And it caused some damage, as you can see. Cracked the cover to my winch. This half is obviously missing. This is the cover to the connector. Right there. Mine's a wired winch, it's not the wireless. But not sure if everyone was aware, but you could actually order just the cover directly from Warren. If this has happened to you, or maybe if it's just, I know sometimes these things get a little faded and you could probably replace the sticker, but sometimes this gets a little cracked with the sun. If you wanted to replace it, but in my case, obviously it needs to be repaired. I need to get this replaced. Well, anyways, there are companies out there that sell these covers. It looks like they get shipped directly from Warren. I ordered this part from ORW, Off-Road Warehouse, and it took about a week or so, but when I reached out to them, let them know I wasn't receiving any information regarding shipping, they mentioned to me that it would be shipped directly from Warren. But if you guys were interested and were looking for this cover, that is the part number. And my particular, and I think this might actually work for all Evos, but mine is the VR10S VR Evo Warren winch. So yeah, let's take a look at what comes in the box. There's the new cover. And I want to say this thing was not bad. It was like $25, I believe what it was. So there's the new cover. There's the plug in there, and it's already pre-wired. So it's just a little plug and play. You got 4 screws on each corner that needs to be replaced. So from the looks of it, I haven't done this yet, but it looks like I'm gonna need to take, without having to pull the winch out, I need to probably take the grill off to get access. I do have my PSC, but I should be able to gain access to take the screws off on the bottom there in the corners. Looks a little tight in there with the line, but I think I should be okay. Once I pull this off, I'll put a video together here, or I'll continue the video, I should say, and see what it looks like. It does also come with 4 new screws as well. So there you go. All right. Let's get to it. For those of you that haven't taken off your grill, all you have to do is just take these little tabs off across the top. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, looks like 7. And once those come off, the top loosens up. This comes out, and down here you got some little, it's like pushed in. Yeah, they just push in. You just pull it out and it comes right out. But the more I'm looking at this closely, I don't think I might not need to take this off. Looks like I might have enough access to reach down there from the bottom. Right there. Not sure if you guys can see that, but I think I might have enough access. I'm gonna give that a try. All right, so because of how it's positioned and the access is a little tight, this is what I came up with. I got a little ratchet with, this is from my drill. See if focus, there you go. With the drill, with the little bit, put that in there, and that way I could go ahead and squeeze that under there without having, again, to pull the winch out. All right, let's give it a try. All right, so I'm under the Jeep now, and I didn't have to remove the grill. I have access down here. However, the new one came with Phillips screws, but it looks like we have different types of screws here. So let's go do that, but I should have enough access. It's a little tight for the back, but it's doable. It's right back there. Should be able to get them. Let's give it a go. All right, so I've been trying to squeeze in there, but it's a little tight. So I decided I'm gonna pull the winch line out, and it'll be easier to get access down there. It's a little tight with the winch line, so We'll have to re-tighten it up, probably strap it to the back of my other rig once I'm done here. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, there you go. I got plenty of space in there to be able to squeeze and get those screws taken out. Yeah, well, I'm glad this came up, because if I was in a position, it's been a while since I've had to use my winch. I think the last time I used my winch was probably maybe a year ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been used. It's been used quite a few times actually, but it's been a while since I've had to use it last. So it was stuck in there. It was stuck in there pretty good. So yeah, in case you don't know, I'm gonna have to bring it back in just to kind of get going, but eventually I might have to strap it to a tree and winch my way back in. That way it tightens it up. You don't want this to be loose in there, because in a situation, if you go to use it, it's gonna, it could snap, it could cause all kinds of problems. So you definitely have to, or you could strap it to the back of another rig. Just whoever's in the other rig needs to put it in gear and apply the brakes. Don't pull, just apply the brakes. That way it's not, it won't damage the transmission on the other rig. Meanwhile, you put this in neutral and you winch yourself in. Or easiest really is to go outdoors somewhere. Obviously you need plenty of room and in order to bring this winch line all the way in, and just winch yourself up into that tree and then have someone guide you. I might put a video together to do that. I don't know if everyone is aware of that, but just thought I would mention it since we're here. But let me go and get started. Now that I got some space in there, I got plenty of room. And look, that's part of the damage from whatever it is that I hit. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. There's some there too. That's wild. I don't know what the heck it was. But anyways, all right, but I guess I should add, I have a Motobuilt bumper, and this thing handled it. Look at that. There's no damage. Same thing with the winch, the Baja Design light, no damage. Everything's good there. But this took a direct hit. Yeah, it looks like even the grill is okay. But yeah, whatever it was, definitely took a toll on this. But all right, let me get going. All right, so this obviously will vary depending on your setup. But in my particular setup, I have this Baja Design small light bar. And the screws in the back were pretty easy to reach once I took the winch line out. I had access to remove that, but to try to gain access and reach my hand all the way back here, although I could touch the screw, it's very tight, and I have no space really to try to fit any tool in there to try to remove it. So I figured here, if I remove this light bar, I'm not taking the whole base off, just the screws, and I'm gonna move the light out of the way, and I should be able to have access. Let me take it off and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, now with the light bar removed, I should have access, and there you go. It's right there. Where are my fingers at? There's one right there, one right back there. I already took the ones back there off, so once that comes off, this should come right off. All right, let's do it. Is to remove the plate. So in order to get access to the cover, you actually do have to remove the plate first. And in order to take the cover off, you have 4 separate screws for that. And that's the 4 new screws in the cover that came in the box. But there you go. So this was completely broken off. This corner was broken. Obviously this corner is missing completely. So that's what that is. Put that to the side. And then here, this is the only connection that needs to be removed. You just push this little pin and just pull it out. And it might give you a little struggle with all the dirt, but there you go. That's it. It's the cover. And here's a new one, nice and new. There's the plug. Plug that in first. There you go. Look at that. Nice and new. I'm just going to use the same screws. There's nothing wrong with them. Get that lined up. Sorry. There you go. It's all plastic, you don't want to break anything, so just nice and slow. All right. Before I start putting everything in, make sure everything works. Okay. Obviously it's a new plug, so let's make sure everything works. All right, so I did plug it in, and right when I plugged it in, powered right up. So let's take a look. Everything works. Perfect. All right, get these screws back in. We should be good. All right. There's the finished product. Looking good. Not too bad. That was a pretty easy job. Didn't take me too long. It's a little tight back there, as I mentioned. Taking out the winch line definitely made a huge difference. So we'll get there. Now I'm going to bring the winch line back in for now. You want to take breaks as well. 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off.